Whoa.
Okay.
Goodness. Okay. You guys.
Ready?
It has been a long time, and we need to do a catch-up video.
Not a mustard video.
Oh!
We've been saying the same joke this whole time to each other about the ketchup video we need to
Have
do.
we really? Because I thought that was, I just came up with
Sometimes,
that.
no, in my head I always say it. Sometimes I say a relish video, but
I don't relish that.
I'm sitting back. It's more comfortable.
Yeah, my arm comes too close to the air. I'm like, ew.
Can we move this forward just a little bit?
Yeah. It's kind of bad lighting because it's really bright out.
We should just say where we're at right now.
Okay.
And then what's going on.
Well, right now we are in our RV, which may be unexpected, especially if you didn't watch the last video. So let's go back like 6 weeks.
Okay.
6 weeks ago, Elijah and Daniel were home, right? They were, just about to leave.
Okay.
We had decided before that we were going to just move into our little house in town. And so we hoped that we could get all of these projects done before we moved in, as well as moving out of our big rental and getting Elijah and Daniel off on their missions because they went back out to serve as missionaries for our church. But we didn't quite make it. But
we didn't quite get everything done.
We didn't quite get everything done. We did get moved out of the house, and we did get Elijah and Daniel off. But at that point, the house was not move-in ready. But my brother and his wife were out of town. And so they said, well, you can just stay at our house. And so we went and stayed at their house.
Are we that far back with what we've actually posted?
Well,
video-wise?
no, I'm just trying to get everybody oriented and get myself oriented. So then during that, we stayed there, like a week?
Week and a half, I think.
Yeah, week and a half. And during that time is when we made the bunk beds, which we have a video of. We got air conditionings in. We got all of our food and stuff and made sure the pantries would work. Okay, so here's where the mess is that I was talking about. Boxes, like water bottles, and then like a million cords and stuff. Are you guys waiting? Here, just come and bring it and put it on this counter because I'm going to need to figure it out. Put it over here. So this part of the kitchen is totally working for us. This part of the kitchen has not been worked out yet. This hasn't even gotten its like stuff in the doors yet, so people don't even like open it, they just like reach in. But I know we can utilize that space better, obviously up here, throughout here. The only thing about this cabinet is the little ones can't get into that very easily, and so I need to put things that little ones aren't trying to access all the time, so we don't have to. Here, just put it on the counter, so we don't have to. Somebody doesn't have to help them. So I'm trying to put that sort of food in this cabinet, and maybe like baking supplies and things that I cook with that they don't need over there. I've got all of my like spices and things for cooking over here. So we're still trying to figure it out, but I know we can. And I've been pleasantly surprised with how well this tiny kitchen works for us.
We're bringing things in. Mom is moving stuff out of this area. Just relocating it. Trying to create some counter space here. Yeah, good. The Costco run is forcing us to kind of get this worked out.
Well, we kind of like delayed going because we were like, I don't know how.
Yeah, but we also needed food.
Well, I'm eating lunch.
Okay, this is everything we have so far. I think everything is out of the car is what I was just told. Okay, let's close this door, okay?
Like a back cramp.
What are you finding, or what are you attempting to do?
I'm moving this shelf up. One thing I didn't even realize you could, so I'm happy that you can.
Oh, okay.
Because I couldn't fit this up here unless they did. So I'm trying now to move like the baking supplies up one.
Oh.
So that we can keep having things that we don't access that often higher where little kids don't usually access them anyways.
Right.
and then we moved in. Partially, it still wasn't done, but it's really hard to
It still isn't done as of this taping.
But it's still really hard to just like live in this in-between zone where like your stuff is more than half your stuff is over there, or it's in the warehouse or whatever. Yeah. I forgot to mention we also have the warehouse, which is where we're putting a lot of our stuff until we're done with the house. Well, partially, well, anyways, because it doesn't fit and it doesn't make sense to put it in there because we're working on things.
It's just kind of messy in general.
And then another thing we had looming was not just Elijah and Daniel leaving, it was also a family reunion. If you're wondering why I'm touching my face, it's because I sat at a lake at this family reunion and got like serious wind chap. So I have windburn. My face feels like I have stubble. Anyways.
Mine was protected.
Yeah, he does have. Anyways. So we knew we had that coming, and so we were trying to also finish a bunch of things before we left for that. And this video starts once we moved in, because we also, the next video we showed you, our last video was our bathroom makeover. But we didn't show you what Mike was doing during that time, and then all the way until we left. And so this video is to kind of connect all of those, partially because there's a lot to get through because we're behind, but also because we were so busy that we were never making full videos. It was just like a clip of this, a clip of that.
You lose track of what you record, what you hadn't, and then by the end you were so tired that you didn't care and like didn't really want to.
Yeah. Because Mike also,
we're not good at making those kind of videos, it turns out.
I know they're fun though, so I'm like, dang it, I would like to share those better with you guys. Maybe I'll get better at those and get better at filming while I'm doing the work. But what were you doing? Let's start first and we can do some flashbacks.
Okay.
What were you doing while I was doing the bathroom mostly?
I think what I was mostly working on, was it the wall or the laundry room? I don't know which one.
Well, you did work on the laundry room.
So the laundry room was a big project as far as we got the plumbing done, but I had to move a couple outlets, which turned out to be a lot more complicated than I thought it would be. So probably show a little bit of that. There they are, ready to go. They're not the prettiest machines, they don't match, but they are good. Everything turns on. Now we just need to see who wants to do the first load of laundry. Megan gets to do the maiden voyage because, well, something got on the slipcover.
Do we want to put anything else in there?
Any other clothes? Yeah, we can. Okay, we put in some whites with it. Let's push play and see what happens.
In our own house. Imagine being able to do laundry at your own house.
Wow.
We're living the big life.
Okay, it has to sense. I just want to hear the water start going. These newfangled washers, they just sense how much in there. You can't really set the level. I know. Gotta patch those holes. And then it'll be perfect in here. Almost. There we go. Okay. Come on, water. Gotta find out if the plumbers did their job right now. I've never actually sat here and waited for it, so I don't know how long this takes.
I'm still recording. I guess you have to.
I wanted this going when the water starts, because it's a sign that it works, and that everything is gonna be all right. Water!
Hot diggity dog!
I'm so happy.
So after you worked on the laundry room, which was amazing to finally have laundry at our house because we were going back to my brother's and doing it there.
And that took about a week though. I thought it would take like a day.
Yeah, you totally did.
To get all that done.
Welcome to our life.
Every project takes way longer and costs twice as much.
Yeah.
So the next thing I was working on was getting the framing in the attic to remove the two walls, which also took longer than I thought it would. But
you did it, and you happened to do it. Our attic is hot. And you happened to do it during like a heat wave with record highs and stuff.
I think it was like, it had to have been 120 degrees plus in that attic.
Oh, absolutely.
And the humidity. I was soaked at the end of every day.
And totally demoralized.
Demoralized, depressed, and also and dehydrated.
Yes.
Like I couldn't hydrate enough. So it was that was kind of a
hard few days.
And I'm actually, it's not completely done yet anyhow, but we did enough to get the walls out. So what I've done is I'm using this metal strapping, which was prescribed by the structural engineer. We basically do metal strapping on each of these where the beam goes over these joists where they kind of come together. But by placing the beam here and then putting the metal straps, the beam kind of holds the joists together with these straps, kind of keeps them from, from kind of, I can't show you with my hands, but kind of bending down, because the walls at the edge are holding the beam up and taking that load and transferring it down to the foundation. So it's not super complicated, but it is like 3 million degrees up here. So that's been annoying because I'm sweating like a pig up here. Oh, I got this cool tool though, I'll show you. See this? This is my palm nailer, which is a little pneumatic tool that you can nail individual nails, and it's especially useful for these straps because you're kind of, down there between the joists, it's kind of tight to swing a hammer. And also just, you put your finger, there's nails are smaller, and put your fingers there is annoying. So you use this little nailer in it and you just push on it and it just nails it in the holes there. It's awesome. So handy little tool if you need to nail in a tight spot or just don't want to use a hammer for nailing. It's awesome. Okay, I'm making progress. Slowly but surely. I put all the screws in too. But I got this dust mask on. It's more dusty up here than you'd think. Just from disturbing the the insulation. I know it's fiberglass insulation. Anyways, I'm also wearing ear protection because I'm using this little guy. But I thought I'd show you guys how this works because it's pretty sweet. And I think I can do this one-handed. Okay, so the way this thing works is you put this in here. You just put the nail in there. It just holds it, which is super awesome. I've got the little plate right here. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Lodges in where there's the other nail. Anyways, you just get your plate lined up. Normally it would take me 2 hands, but I think I can do it with one here. So watch this. I push this in here. Just all I do is push on it. Picked this up at Lowe's for 50 bucks. Bostage. Not a paid advertisement, just awesome tool.
Yeah, you got the walls out, and then you also had to move some electrical. So anyways, that was, it's funny because it feels like it's not moving. I think this is often how it goes with renovation. It feels like nothing's happening because all of the little jobs that like you can't see visually, like moving an outlet out of a wall or moving some ducting out of a wall or whatever, look like nothing.
Like they shouldn't take much.
Yeah, and or when he's in the attic putting a beam in, so nothing visually has changed, and so you feel like we haven't done anything in the last week. But
you've been working.
Yeah, working around the clock, and so.
But also you have kids and you have other things that are family related.
I know, but it was once you did the beam that we saw like major change in the space, and so I guess I think you took a time lapse of us tearing that wall down.
Might have. Let's see.
Because we could finally tear that down.
If we did, we'll put it here. We continue to work on the house here. So, well, I don't think we showed it, but we took this wall out. See that?
We didn't show it.
We didn't show it.
Because it was like 9 o'clock at night, we just did it.
It was the night we finally did it. We were tired. We didn't show it, but I got the beam in up there, and then we went ahead and tore that wall out. So I'm gonna turn this around. So now it's all feels a lot bigger now. So what we're doing at the moment is putting some new subfloor basically in to fill in these holes
Where the walls were.
where the walls used to be, so we can then put the tile over it.
The tile.
Tile. This is cheap tile.
This is kind of a temporary, meaning maybe year plus
Yeah.
floor.
But we Megan already did all this and filled all this in. Like the edges, if you recall, weren't done. This was also, I actually filled that in yesterday. I had the same situation there that was, well, same over there was over here. We also put this vent in to cover that up. So we're making progress, right?
Yeah, it's not like the.
Hang on, Emily.
Ideally, you probably would have moved that vent to a wall, but once again, it just really wasn't worth the money and the effort to move it to a wall when in a year or so we're going to change.
We'll probably have a major, yeah, it'll be all kind of changed. So anyways, that, we still have to do this stuff over here. It is looking a lot better.
This needs to be walled in.
That's going to stay.
That will make a huge difference. We'll fix we'll put more
Drywall up.
And then we'll move this door, and then we'll really see if, and hopefully this all happens in the next week and a half.
Yeah. So I'm going to screw these down, and we got to fill that hole. That's where the dryer vent used to be.
Why?
Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it installed. I want to make sure I'm done with it.
Can I use a piece of one of these ones?
Sure. Also, part of this process is getting ready to put up the new drywall.
Well, I can't do any. I guess I could do this part of the floor, but I don't want to.
Those little.
So I'm like, the key to getting things done is to find other things you'd like to do less, or find something you'd like to do less to force you to do another thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You have to have several things at once. You can
You can jump to one to the other.
to avoid the thing you don't want to do and still be perfect.
Like you're getting. You're right. So we're making progress here. I'm working on getting that covered up over there.
We're not really sure what we're gonna do here. So instead of deciding, we're just gonna make these floors meet and postpone the decision.
Leave it for a little bit.
Either we'll continue the wood, we'll tear up this wood. I don't know.
Hard to say. Lots of decisions.
Talking through this. That made a big difference. And then you went and got some drywall. Did we even record that? I don't know.
I recorded more of the finished product.
So and meanwhile, I was doing the rest of the floors, right?
Yeah. Oh, I also had to move a door.
Oh, yeah.
I recorded some of that. Should we show that, or did we
Yeah.
already? I don't know. We'll show the door moving. Good morning, or hello, everybody. Okay, we're starting another day. I'm not sure if this is part of another video or just its own thing, but today's project, for me at least, is to move a door. This door right here, as you can see, is right here in our room. But since we removed this big wall out here, still have to do all the drywalling to kind of fill in. But because this door is now just like a part of the main living room area, which we don't want, so we're gonna take this out and put it over there on that wall right there, and have like a door in the corner. But I have to obviously remove the door and then cut the hole right here. We already removed some of this drywall once upon a time when Daniel hit that with his back when he was trying to push some old carpet through the doorway. But we're gonna cut the hole in here and move the door over there. Or over here, I should say. I've never moved a door, never framed in a door, so this is a brand new experience for me. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos on it, some instructional YouTube, and we'll see if I can pull this together. I'm a little nervous about it, but all right, it's out. But now I gotta go over here and see where I'm gonna cut it. Got it out. I think I'm gonna have to take out the rest of this drywall right here and on the other side, so I can basically, I gotta move that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to save that 2x4, but it has to move over so it can be on the end, and then put another one in that'll be underneath the header. Yeah, so I'm gonna, I've got some material out in back I'm just gonna take the nails out of and try to reuse that stuff, because it's good lumber. It's just got nails in it, which is not, it's just a little bit time consuming to take out, but I like reusing that material because it's free and, you know, reusing. So okay, I didn't record it because I'm just too tired just at the camera, and I wasn't sure how it would work, but I had to cut out more of the sheetrock, and actually had to take out a stud that was here that I didn't realize was going to be in the way. But I need to, you know, get these nailed into place and then add the 2 support pieces here, but that's in that spot. Yeah. Oh, I also got to cut out the bottom plate where the other 2 are going to come. But anyways, it's starting to look like a door again, or a door, period. It's kind of hard because the kids are all here and walking through my mess the whole time. I know, Elsie's here.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting closer. All right.
Why don't we go to the bed?
Got our framing in. Probably going to add a couple pieces on the edges there we can hook for the drywall.
You don't know what's like.
The kids have actually been playing. Oh, these 2 are going to bed. Good night, Jude. Sleep tight. Good night, Eve. Sleep tight. Yes. You want to see Pearl? Yeah. She's going to finish her Dungeons and Dragons game, then she'll come to bed. There you go. Kiss. Thank you. Good night. These kids have been playing D&D.
Yeah, you do hear.
Megan actually painted this table. It's pretty cool. Anyways, I gotta finish that.
Okay, and then really...
Then it was just time to get ready to go on this trip.
Which, no, when we say time to get ready, it means we're leaving tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we finished everything. We gave ourselves 1 day to get ready for a 2.5-week trip. We're doing some home style haircuts.
Well, Peter hates getting his hair cut. I hate sitting at the hairdressing place and paying a ton of money for what I often consider
not a great haircut.
Subpar haircut anyways. And it's like, you know, if instead of paying $20 for a subpar haircut, when you include the tip. And no waiting.
Whoa, Pete had some hair, all right.
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't even believe this kid grows hair like there's nobody's business.
Like there's nobody's business?
I'm really good at those things.
Think I could use a haircut?
Yeah, but I don't know if you want my...
Your magic hands on my hair?
I mean, Andrew wants to get a haircut too. If you guys want to try to make appointments for today or tomorrow, I don't know how you would since we're leaving town the next
We're
day.
leaving town. I'm going to have to live with some long hair for a little bit longer.
Your family's gonna
No
be-
time! We have been working like crazy, and now we have a trip we're going on for about 2.5 weeks. So anyways, lots going on. Yeah, so my family's having a reunion in Idaho or North Carolina. So we're gonna be hooking up the trailer and driving out there and doing that and then coming back. So a total of about 10 days of driving total, 4 to 5 days of hanging out with the family. So yeah, but that on top of all this that's been going on, we haven't even started getting ready for that trip, and we're leaving in a couple days, so it's there's a lot happening. Megan is going to be finishing this table, which she started a couple days ago.
Yep.
Gonna seal it or something like that.
I'm gonna put on the top layer. This is just like to add layers of paint and colors and stuff so that when I sand it at the end, it'll, I don't know,
It'll look good?
Yeah.
That's the idea? So she's doing that. What I'm gonna do, the other thing that I'm working on is creating a little wall here to go. So this is, obviously we don't see the back of the microwave refrigerator. So we've had it plugged in here, by the way. We had some people worry that we've run in the extension cord way over there. So gonna do just a wall. I'm just putting it right over the drywall and over the floor, since it isn't load bearing and it doesn't really, it's strictly cosmetic. I'm not too worried about being structurally sound. It's just to hang drywall on basically. And then we'll also pull some wire up and put an outlet right there so that we can just plug in the refrigerator there. Okay, super proud moment. Got this outlet all wired up. Well, I can't see it, but you know, on this side. And it works with a smooth process. I'm learning as far as electrical goes and framing goes. That all went just about as well as it could have gone. So we have power. I can just plug the refrigerator in right behind where it's gonna be. And yeah, things are looking good. Now we're gonna put up some drywall. We won't have time to tape and float it till we get back, but I'm hoping to at least get the drywall up so it doesn't look like we don't have quite so many raw studs around here. So that's in. That was pretty much just one full piece right there. Got that in. But around the corner, this is still open. You know, I'm not sure if we're gonna get that in today. Now that's open, I had to get that out of there to get the piece in. Anyhow, there's still a lot of holes to fill, but I think I'm done for today. As you can see, this is starting to look like a room. Don't mind the wall right there that's still not done, or that stuff up there. But yeah, it's starting to come together and feels more like a place you would live in, which was also kind of crazy. We probably put that in a different one, right?
Yeah, we'll probably do that. But I guess I wanted to talk about some of our takeaways from the whole thing, because there are things that surprised us, some things that we were pleasantly surprised by. I think mostly pleasantly surprised, because we were like terrified in a lot of ways.
About moving into that house?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I don't think we were like, I think it's going to be way better than we think. I don't think that was in our mind at all. I think we were like, okay, well, I know we can do it.
Survive.
We've done stuff like that before, but it will probably be hard, and we'll just see. Like, if it's too hard, then we'll have to, you know, like, one of the things that surprised me was we only have one shower. Like, we have a half bath connected to the master, but we really only have one full bathroom. And that was, for me, the thing I was the most stressed about. And we were just like, you know what, if we move in and it's unbearable, then we'll just make the half bath a full bath. And so I have been pleasantly surprised. We have at the old house in the rental, how big was our water heater?
I think it was like a 45 gallon.
It was big.
It wasn't actually as big as it should have been.
No, but it was big looking. And then what is it here at this house? 35
maybe?
Or smaller maybe.
So it's pretty small. It's like, you know, well, you can't see, but it fits under our crawl space. It's
you just have
small.
to trust him on that.
I think I've recorded it. It's shown
yeah,
it.
and so I was really worried about that, because at the rental already, it was a constant battle for hot water. Like, if one person took a shower, the next person about halfway through, you started to notice.
It was weird.
And so I was like, if this isn't enough, I don't know what that's going to be like. So we just thought, well, we'll try it out. And I can't believe how much hot water we have at this house.
We like never run out.
We never run out.
It's really weird.
It has not been a difficult situation at all to have one shower, which is crazy.
Yeah, and it isn't that hard to share a shower when it comes down to it. You just space it out.
One shower with 9 people, because Elijah and Daniel are gone, hasn't been hard. Partially because we have some young kids who don't shower as often. And then and I shower at night. We shower at night
after the kids have gone to bed.
Another shower in the morning.
We always shower together, so we save water that way.
It's just, we do it for the family.
You know.
No, we don't. We don't shower together. That would be crazy, because it's not that big of a shower. But that has been, like, the burden that it has lifted, that I get hot showers every day. Good ones, too. And the water pressure is a lot higher, because our other house had a well. We literally had, like, 4 showers in a row the other day, and it was fine. Crazy. crazy. Okay, so that's one thing I've been pleasantly surprised by. Is there anything that you have been either negatively or pleasantly surprised by? You already said everything takes longer than you think.
Yeah, that's
It's more
pretty natural.
expensive.
I don't know. I
know what you have.
The bathroom.
How close we are. The gas.
Oh yeah, it's been amazing living in town. I didn't realize how much driving we were doing before and burning so much gas. Like everything is so close now that like our gas tank doesn't just do this as far as the gauge goes. So it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
And also, I think the biggest surprise for me is not one child has complained. No, Peter's complained. He doesn't like the noise of the construction.
Well, he doesn't like this sort of the noise, and I think also kind of the mess of construction.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
I don't
much
like
for
that
him.
either.
Yeah,
but
not one person has complained about the space, and it's not because like they're afraid to. Our kids are not afraid to let us know how they feel. But like nobody's complained about the space, and everybody's just said how great it is to live in town. Everybody's really happy. They're like, I actually really like this house, and I'm just like, okay. But between the bed that you built, the boys getting the master because there's 4 of them.
Well, yeah, they got the biggest bedroom because there's the most of them.
Yeah,
the most of them. And then just like it doesn't waste any space. Well, we also got shelves put in the hallway closet, which really helped a lot.
Oh, it helped a ton.
I don't know if I'm recording that, but if we did, we can put some clips in.
And so it's like, it really does matter layout wise, how a house functions. And it's so simple. Like there's nothing wasted. There's no like weird spaces, and every square inch is used effectively, especially now that the walls have come down.
Yeah.
Because it used to have a wall which meant on either side of that wall you can't really use that space, and now that it's gone, that space has been reclaimed. And so when we get back into town, we'll give you kind of the final reveal of everything with before and afters. But I am very happy with our little cottage, and that's where we're at. My skin is, like I said, I feel like an old woman.
We're out west, so it's dry.
It's so dry. I've been so careful about the sun, but I didn't think about the dry and the wind as much as I should have. So maybe I am an old woman. Maybe that's the problem. But anyways, we love you guys, and sorry that we disappeared, but I think that the reason we disappear sometimes is because we really are sharing our real life with you. We're not pretending about anything. Nothing's manufactured. And so when we get busy, we don't film. I don't know. Does that make sense? It's like, this is our real life. We don't have time to edit. We don't have time to we film or we don't have time to edit. And so I hope that you know that we try to, just because of our personalities and things, be as 100% real and authentic. And so we're grateful that we get to share that with you, and we're grateful for the friendships that it's set up and the connections. And it really has been a privilege. We were here at this family reunion 4 years ago, and we'd had a YouTube channel for 2 or 3 months. No, we'd had it, I guess, longer, but we've been traveling for 2 or 3 months. We'd had a YouTube channel for 6 months last time we were at this family reunion. So it gave me a lot of time to think about the whole journey, and I don't regret it at all, even though there have been times when it's been crazy and times where I've been hurt by just random strangers on the internet. But I mean, welcome to modern life. Anyways, I just am grateful. I'm grateful that we did it. I'm grateful for the connection with you. I'm grateful for the things that we've learned and the opportunities we've had because of it, and for your support. So I know some of you have been here since that last family reunion and before, which is crazy. And some of you have come in later, but either way, we love you and we're grateful to have you as friends, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.